Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentist, where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2000, located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dent, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun. Support the community. Bonfire. Open every day by 10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with casting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, technique.
As we welcome you into Saguaro High School, first JV game of the season on the Varsity Sports Show YouTube channels. We had a little bit of a maneuver last second today, so we're sorry we missed the first couple of minutes of this one. All you've missed is a run from Ty Strozier and a deep shot down the field to Mason Whitaker. As here's Strozier again on 3rd and long, and they carry into plus territory. It's Ryan Sikora, Tanner Tortorella, the crew that took you through Brophy Varsity a week ago. This is a Wednesday, a short week for both the varsity and the JV teams.
Yeah, I was talking to Nick Offenberger, and he really was supporting the team. He really, talked about the culture that the teams have, and it's a short week, but he said the team was prepared and ready for this week, and just getting that first down right now, the offense has been looking pretty good, similar to the varsity.
The Saguaro JV team led by Will Menzel, the backup quarterback for the varsity. Played a couple of weeks ago against Mountain View in a blowout win for the Cats. Getting exposure and experience at this level as he chucks one outside the numbers. It's picked up by Grant Williams, and maybe it wasn't Grant Williams. Tough to see with the sun glaring down. Not quite used to these 6 o'clock kickoffs here.
Yeah, I prefer the 7 o'clock sun just setting. Beautiful Sunday night or Friday night, sun setting, food trucks, lights, but I can get used to this.
That was Jaden Wiseman on the catch. Does help with the weekend schedule of college students. I'll give you that. Menzel on 2nd and short. 3 to go to the marker. This is a Saguaro team taking on Shadow Ridge, and Menzel will keep it himself, get to the outside, and scamper past the first down marker and set up a new set of downs.
Menzel looking a little bit like Bray that last Friday night. He was on the ground a lot. Menzel, learning under Bray, could be showcasing it here.
Yeah, it's Will Menzel behind Mason Bray, and then number 9, Elijah Sherbin-Fox is the backup quarterback here for this one. You figure they'll use both of them in sets. It's Sherbin-Fox who's standing down towards the sidelines right next to, I believe, one of the offensive play callers. It is not Nick Offenberger as they hand off to Strozier, and he is met behind the line of scrimmage How about that piece of work there?
That was the first play that Shadow Ridge has really defensively showcased its authority right there, stopping them right there for a loss of a gain. Shadow Ridge really needs to, put up the intensity right now. It seems like Saguaro has really had their way so far offensively.
That guy is not on my roster that made the tackle. Maybe it was Ben Santos, number 45. So second and short again, and actually no, second and very long. I was looking at the first one. Unusual to see Saguaro behind the change as Menzel unloads deep in the end zone. Easy touchdown catch for Tyler Overstreet.
Touchdown number 5.
Yeah, it looks like Overstreet was actually just waiting for the pass. The Shadow Ridge cornerback just couldn't make up the ground. And Overstreet for the easy touchdown class. Menzel with a beautiful ball, and that's 6 for the Sabercats.
That was Xavier Alviso on coverage, and 2 minutes and 3 seconds into this game on a Wednesday evening in Scottsdale. Saguaro have a 6-0 lead.
Like you said, 2 minutes and 3 seconds in, already a score. It's looking like a great one. It's really about the X's and O's for SaberCats, really working on their craft, trying to make sure the offense is as smooth as possible. And right now, looking pretty perfect right now.
Special teams works as well. Saguaro up 7-0 early on the Varsity Sports Show.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Seven nothing Saguaro, first quarter, 2 minutes and 3 seconds in. A long touchdown to Tyler Overstreet as the Sabercats kick off for the first time and roll one into the black of the end zone for a touchback, and that is where Shadow Ridge will start with the ball on the 20-yard line for their first possession here today.
It'd be interesting to see how the Shadow Ridge respond, after, letting your defense letting up a score 2 minutes and 3 seconds in the game. It could be demoralizing. Would really like the Shadow Ridge offense to really showcase something here.
This is a Stallions JV team that is behind a varsity team 1-2 this season. Not the strongest start, not a program with a lot of prestige such as the Sabercats are, but they will always be looking to just improve every day. It is a struggle to see numbers out there, I'll give you that. And a blown play on the first possession of the game. They're dropped behind the line of scrimmage. The guys in the backfield were Ethan Baker and Alviso. Also in motion was Caden Baldwin.
You talk about, the Shadow Ridge not really having a historic background, but, you build that up through, playing great competition, learning from the best. The Sabercats, are one of the top-tier programs in Arizona, so playing them should teach them a lot about, where they are as a baseline, really what they can do for the future right now.
Does look like the quarterback for the Stallions is Ethan Baker. He wears either 3 or 17. The quarterback is numbered 3, and you scroll through the secondary list of numbers. There is no other number 3 on the roster, so you'd have to assume that Ethan Baker's the signal caller today on 2nd and 11. More motion from Shadow Ridge, and Baker will keep it himself. He showed the ball away and scrambles as he is driven down after a gain of 3. Good tackle by Tyler McCray, maybe?
That was a great, misdirection right there. Kind of like SaberCat, they like to do a lot of motion, and, he did a lot of fake handoff and then fake handoff to the wide receiver, kept it for himself for the 5-yard gain. I really like that for Baker right there. See if he can convert this 3rd and 6.
Tackle was made by McCray. Sherman Fox, the talented corner / quarterback, is out there, number 9 on the bottom of your screen for the Sabercats. So they actually mark it a yard short of 3rd and 6. It's 3rd and 7 to go. Got to get to the 30, and there's a flag on the play.
Looks like he's a little eager on that one. Oh, start.
Now we hooked up our ref mic, so if you guys heard it at home, college at Arizona State and Boise State, to at times the JVA and JVB kids who can be anywhere from 14 years old, and you're having to teach a college-level offense to a 14-year-old. That's kind of a challenge as Strozier totes forward past the first down marker inside the 15, down at the 13, and sets up a new set of sticks.
Yeah, but it's a great learning opportunity as well. Obviously a lot of these kids have aspirations to make it D1 or D2 even. And, getting that knowledge from Zach Hill has really been great for the whole program, and I was talking to Nick Offenberger, head coach for the JV team, and he was talking about how, the whole culture of the whole, from every level of the SaberCats football teams, it's just really been like a united front. And as Menzel looks.
Wow. That was a heck of a throw to the corner, ran a little slot receiver fade to the outside, and he just kind of underthrew. I think it was Grant Williams on the drop.
Yeah, that was a great, looked like it was a corner route out into the corner of the end zone, just, underthrew it, as you said. But yeah, Offenberger was talking about how the culture really has been great for, every, JV varsity and even their 14 under team that Offenberger really handles. And, it's been a great opportunity to really, help the community and the SaberCat, family to really grow as, as a unit.
Future you.
Future you.
That's what the, I think the under 14s, the middle school team is called. Clock is ticking after the drop. We're at 5 minutes and still rolling.
I heard clock. Looks like the coaching staff noticed. Let's see if the ref notices.
These guys up in the booth are just trying to get out of here as quick as possible as the clock continues to tick away. The refs just don't care. And I can't tell you. 4 minutes and 40 seconds as they finally stop the clock, and Menzel unloads down the middle of the field for another touchdown. It's Tyler Overstreet for the second time today.
What a great game for Overstreet. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, just under 8 minutes. Great way to start.
He's on pace for a lot of points. Clock stops this time after the touchdown. 4:35 on the Jumbotron. I think it's a rare scenario where Saguaro are probably going to dominate this game, and so they don't really care where the clock goes, and Shadow Ridge would love this score to be a lot closer than maybe it would if the clock stopped, as the kick is up and good. So that's why the clock kept rolling. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns for Tyler Overstreet. Sabercats. JVA up 14-0.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
$14-0, 4:35 to go in the first quarter. Saguaro 2 touchdowns on each of their 2 drives. Both touchdowns for Tyler Overstreet on passes from Will Menzel. And Shadow Ridge is going to get the ball back for the second time today. They had to punt on drive number 1. Ryan Scora, Tanner Tortorella here on a Wednesday night, a short week for SaberCat football. As it's blasted and we have a flag down at the 40-yard line, probably an offsides or a false start from the kicking team. It is a false start. So you and I now have done 2 Saguaro games, and we saw that twice against Bastia, or with the varsity team, and now once already here, after really rarely ever seeing it in our lives.
I think it's just, it might be bad luck, I'm not going to lie.
It's Tanner's fault.
It is my fault. Because you've called a couple games already this season, and
We didn't have any.
didn't have any. I joined the booth, and 3 now, and counting. I have a feeling there could be more in this game.
2 for the Sabercats, 1 for the opposition. 14-0 your score. As another one is corralled just shy of the end zone. And charging forward is Alviso, who's got an edge. Here goes Xavier Alviso. He's got a blocker. Tons of speed. He's finally dragged down, though. A 65-yard return for Xavier Alviso. He's brought down by the kicker.
There you go, by Shadow Ridge Stallions right there. See, a lot of people obviously have this expectation that, it's not going to be a close game, and they're talking about how great the Sabercats are. If you want to make a statement, this is how you start. What a great return by him. And this could be pretty big for the Stallion offense to really, put their name on this game.
Heck of a charge. He'll take that.
Yeah, obviously the offense did not look that impressive in the first drive. Any momentum that you can grab, you're going to need to use it, especially against, a great team like the Sabercats.
Yes, there was a Saguaro player back down behind the plate. It was Overstreet, who's got the 2 touchdowns today.
Looks like the defense is moving up. Maybe he stepped out of bounds.
They're talking to the Shadow Ridge coaching staff on the far sideline. The white hat is, and he's pointing at the 30. There was a flag down. It was picked up and spotted. Must have been a block in the back. Never saw it.
Penalty on Shadow Ridge.
As the sun is finally starting to set a little, it's settled nicely behind a light pole here, and it was on Shadow Ridge. They will keep the ball but have to go way backwards all the way to the 10. And instead of the 35-yard line of Saguaro, they start on their own number 10 for the Stallions.
That's just killer. Obviously, you had so much momentum, so much hype. It looked like everyone on the Stallions sideline was jumping up in joy. But sadly, they're going to have to, if they want to score, they're going to have to start at their own 10.
So mistake on the penalty. Sets up Ethan Baker for a drive 90 yards away from the end zone. They hand it off, and stuffed is the running back. Good contain on the outside. A couple of guys in the area. Looked like Brody Morrison was in the space, but he was brought down.
Yeah, Morrison was one of the 3 Sabercats that are already in the back, threw it on that handoff. Seems the Sabercats are just one step ahead of the Stallions right now. Going to need to put more of a physicality into the offensive game, really set that mark right now.
It was Tyvale Calloway on the tackle. Carry was Jacob Giblin. They move in motion. They'll hand off to the running back. Trying to get the edge is Alviso, who's speedy. We've seen that. He gets to the corner and gets past the initial line of scrimmage on 2nd and 14. Should set up 3rd and long.
Yeah, a quick motion at the pre-snap, and then there was a block on the outside by the wide receiver that was really great to get the opening. Get it 3rd and 9. You know, this is a play that can really set the momentum because, you know, obviously you want to put some offensive momentum on your side right now, and it seems like the run game has been pretty decent for them. Obviously, they have speed with Alvarez, so we'll see how that goes right here.
3rd and 9. Alviso's back there. Baker's still the quarterback, and they move Matthew Bourne, who's the only guy they've targeted so far in the passing game, into an almost H-back roll as Baker rolls to his right. Chucks downfield right into the hands of a SaberCat defender. Little stiff arm dive for the end zone, in for 6. Brody Morrison, a pick 6.
Brody Morrison, we talked about him earlier in the getting behind the line of scrimmage for the loss of gain. Right here, drops back in coverage, reads the quarterback side well. Those are right to him. Pick 6 it. And that's a touchdown for the Sabercats. 21-0, or don't want to talk quick ahead. It's 20-0. Could be a big deficit for the Stallions.
Less than 10 minutes into the game, and Saguaro already a 3-score lead.
Yeah, this is sort of what was expected. Obviously, SaberCats have, you know, a lot of great talent, and even the coaching staff as well has been really sensational so far this year. You know, for the Stallions, it's really just about, you know, building on, you know, what you can, you know, improve yourself in your game and defensively.
Kick is up and good. Saguaro 21, Shadow Ridge nothing. 2 minutes 44 to go, first quarter.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed?
(21-0), 2:44 to go in the first quarter from Scottsdale, Arizona. It's Saguaro and Shadow Ridge Junior Varsity on a Wednesday night, a shortened week, as the kick rolls out of bounds from the SaberCat kickoff man, and that'll be a good starting field position for drive number 3 now for Ethan Baker after the pick 6.
Smart play by the return team. Let it go out of bounds. Give yourself some free yardage right there. And, you know, I can't say I'm flabbergasted by the score, 21-0 here. Obviously, you know, the offense has looked very lackluster on the field right now. You know, SaberCat's defense has really just been all over, you know, in the backfield, in coverage, man-to-man on the corners. It's been really just a dominant performance by them.
Really, the only guy that's had a lot of success for Shadow Ridge has been Xavier Alviso, the running back. As the Stallions start on the 35, unload across the middle, and how about that for Matthew Bourne, who takes a couple defenders with him and into plus territory for the first time tonight for Shadow Ridge.
Yeah, that was a great play by Baker right there to find Boyd in the seams wide open. He was kind of in the middle of a bunch of SaberCats linebackers and just got in the middle and started running, and he was dragging a couple SaberCats paths to the, looks like the SaberCats 45-yard line. It's a great play by him.
That's where they call him down, so good little gain of 20.
Looks like a SaberCat jumped offside right there.
We'll see what the ref gives us. He does.
Look at Brody Morrison. Got a little excited off that pick 6. Just jumps a little early.
Me too.
You
I
know,
would have been very happy after that pick six.
probably would be the most athletic thing I've ever done in my life if I got that pick six.
I'd be flabbergasted if you pulled that one off, Tanner. Baker throws out into the flat for Alviso. He's dropped at the initial line of scrimmage, so they go backwards on 1st and 5. It'll set up 2nd and 10.
Kind of negates the offside penalty. Now you just back to where you started. If you're the SaberCats defense, got to play them up front straight. Continue what you've been doing. And if you're the Stallions, you found Boyd in the seams. You got speed in the backfield. You got the weapons. It's just about putting it on the field.
Can't make mistakes. We've already seen 2 flags today for them that have brought them back in big spots. The pick 6 as well. We are rolling close to a minute to go in quarter number 1. It's a 21-0 lead for the SaberCats. As the handoff comes to the H-back. And that guy is also not on my roster.
Yeah, it seems any shotgun handoff misdirections right there has not been working. It's more been about the stretch, handing off, try to get the blockers on the outside, but it seems like the Stallions offensive line just isn't able to hold the D-line. And they got some big boys down there in the SaberCats D linemen, Anthony Davidson or Davis Anderson, and then we also have, Brody Morrison showcasing his ability to get past, offensive linemen.
Davis Anderson, the right end off the left tackle's hip right now. He's a big fella for JV. As we are 20 or so seconds to go, and a scramble for Baker breaks a couple tackles before being dragged down by Brody Morrison. And that should take us to the second quarter. 21-0 Saguaro. They have been really, really good so far, doing their jobs so far here on Wednesday night, this short week for SaberCat football. You get to watch this one here tonight on the Varsity Show, 21-0 after 1.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Start of quarter number 2, 21-0 SaberCats, and the Stallions of Shadow Ridge are going to punt away to Saguaro. A booming ball is going to dribble over the head of the return man Carruthers, and he'll scoop it up inside his own 10. He's got some work to do as he breaks the tackle, gets a block, and has a hole. Carruthers down the right sideline, breaks off another, and spins his way off one more, stayed in bounds with a dazzling display, spins around, and he got into Shadow Ridge territory, broke 4 or 5 tackles.
It was actually a pretty good bunt for the Stallions, but, Elijah Carter with his speed and his strength just breaking off Stallions tackles one after another. Kind of like 4 broken tackles right there. Great power by the returner right there in Carter.
And they get the SaberCats for a penalty as well. That marker was down at the 33-yard line, but it looks like it's going to come all the way back to the 24, so that's where Saguaro will get their third offensive drive going today behind Will Menzel.
Menzel's looked really impressive right now. He's, the understudy to Mason Bray. This could be a preview of what, SaberCat fans could expect in the future. And right now, Menzel's looked pretty impressive so far. Looks like some confusion with Wiseman trading places on the opposite side of the field, but 5 out right now for the Sabercats.
1st and 10 for Menzel. Got a chance to go downfield. He's looking for Wiseman. That's a good catch, knee high for Jaden Wiseman. And a big play off the start of this drive.
Yeah, it looked like the ball was starting to die, and it was going to fall short, but Wiseman, with great hand-eye coordination, is able to grab that ball from the ground, bring it up to his chest for the big gain.
And they now move a running back into the backfield for Strozier. Wiseman still lined up at the top of your screens. Time after great blocking, they go back to Wiseman, and he holds on again. It wasn't Wiseman, actually. He had moved away. That is a good catch for Aiden Whitaker.
Pass complete to number 4, Aiden Whitaker for Saguaro, 1st down.
The wideouts for the Sabercats have looked really impressive. Wiseman, now Whitaker, and both of them have really showcased their great speed and route running right there.
So Wiseman back at the top. Whitaker moves to the bottom. Carruthers is also in the game, and the running back is now Tyvell Calloway. Overstreet, the tight end, lined up behind the right tackle. He's got 2 touchdowns today. They'll hand it off to Calloway. Carries up the middle and is wrapped down to the floor by a load of Shadow Ridge Stallions led by Matthew Bourne.
Yeah, great play by the offensive line, just opening up that hole, and Callaway took great care of the rest, just dragging through past Stallion linebackers and just chugging along for that 6-yard gain.
Sun finally starting to set here at Saguaro High School. It's just dipping below the mountain ranges off in the distance. A little over 2 minutes into quarter number 2 from Scottsdale. As they're going to take a shot downfield, looking for a wide open receiver, and it went in and out of the hands of the man on the far sideline, Wiseman.
You know, Wiseman's reminding me a lot of Jacoby Spence, both wearing the number 8, both showcasing their great speed. Wouldn't be surprised if, you know, they end up playing together later in the season if he gets called up to varsity.
There's a couple of these guys that are also on our varsity rosters we get, right? Ty Strozier's on there. Brody Morrison is listed on there. Whitaker is not, I believe, but Overstreet, I think, is. Callaway is. Wiseman is. Sherban Fox and Will Menzel, both quarterbacks are, as they throw one out again outside, and it's picked up by Whitaker, breaks a couple of tackles, and is wrapped down out of bounds inside the red zone.
Yeah, it just showcases like the talent from top to bottom in this entire program, that, you know, some of these varsity level players are, you know, forced to play JV just because of how much talent is it. And, you know, it's not even like, you know, they're mad about it. You know, they understand the process of this is a system, and, you know, they got to buy into the system, and that's what makes this program so successful as of late.
Yeah, top to bottom, just a really talented group of players everywhere you go. It's a destination school, but also they run it the right way, and they have really early on done a great job with Zach Hill. They'll take a shot downfield. Menzel looking Overstreet. He has 3 touchdowns today. Another toss to Tyler Overstreet. 3 offensive drives and 3 scores for number 5.
It's a touchdown bonanza for Overstreet. He's just been sensational today. And, you know, Menzel, I think, realized I was going to open, read the coverage well, kind of dropped back and immediately threw it to Overstreet, who was wide open down the middle of the field. So they were running cover 2 and attacked her right there in the middle of the field. And for the easy touchdown for Overstreet, 3 for the day. It's got to be a record for him, right?
I don't know. I don't think anything is
Out of the question?
Yeah.
Touchdown on the play.
I would agree. That's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives in just 15 minutes into this game. Saguaro up 28, pending the extra point here, if it goes up and true. Snap good, hold good. Kick is just as that. So it's 28-0. 9 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the first half. SaberCats offense flying, defense doing its job.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
(9:10 to go, second quarter, 28-0 Sabercats. They will kick off once again here in half number one.
Just been really impressed from offensive and defensively of the Sabercats. It seems like a well-oiled machine, as well as the offense and defense look really great as a fumble to return right there.
It was dropped, and then everybody went to go meet him. Brody Morrison got their second, completed the job, but good stuff off the edge from Sherman Fox, and another drive for Shadow Ridge.
Brody Morrison's really been over this game. Special teams, defensively he had the pick, and he's been getting, a couple tackles for losses. And you mentioned how he's on the varsity, roster, really showcase that, he's really taking his time seriously, getting these reps going, because he knows eventually he would be called up and be an essential part of that team.
Has there been anything offensively for Shadow Ridge that you have liked so far? It's obvious that they are clearly outmatched physically and coaching-wise here, but is there anything they can take away from the first 15 minutes?
I really like the speed from the backfield, obviously from Baker, but, from the running back, I've showcased a really great speed, on that return as well. Boyd's been showing his ability, his route running to create separation. It's just about these reps, you got to build against these great teams, obviously. So, it's gonna seem like a tough game to swallow, but these are the games that are really gonna help you realize what type of player you are, what type of team you are. So I think there's stuff to build on. I wouldn't take this as nothing to learn from, I would say.
No gain on the play. Tackle made.
2nd and 10 now. Same question for the Saguaro defense. They're flying to the ball so far.
Yeah, exactly. Just everyone from top to bottom, especially the front seven, has really been great. Stopping the run, getting in front of people. Just really energetic start from them. Really showcasing their physicality, their athleticism, especially with Boyd Morrison. We talked about him a lot, about how great he is. Brody Morrison, sorry, who's been really great so far with his energy. The defense has been really sensational. We talk a lot about the offense, obviously, because they have 21 of the 28 points so far. But the defense, has been really impressive so far, only allowing, I believe, 1 first down so far, 15 minutes into this game.
Long conversation for both teams as you see Sean Potter and this Cats defense. I'm sure that orange folder holds the key to everything.
Got to keep it locked. Should have a handcuff on that just in case, Shadow Ridge might have to steal it.
We see Shadow Ridge as well trying to stay in this game. It's moral victories at the JV level. It's obviously way more of a teaching level than it is a super competitive level.
Yeah, it's it's about stepping stones. Every football player has to experience this. These highs, these lows, and these are the games that really find out who you're going to build your team around on the next level. If you're a coach, and these are the important games that you got to realize.
As we reset out of the Shadow Ridge timeout for 3rd and 11. Cats defense has only allowed a pair of first downs so far, as it'll be Baker taking a shot downfield. He might have a chance at somebody. It's batted away. Well defended by Malachi Rivers.
Yeah, Malachi Rivers just stood with him step for step. Didn't really create any separation, so great way to stick to his matchup right there and just saw ball, hit ball. Wasn't able to be hoodwinked by the Stallions receiver, able to get separation there. Great play by Rivers.
See ball, hit ball. We're talking baseball now?
Well, it's the same as a cornerback. If you see ball, you get swatted down, hit the floor.
Shadow Ridge to punt.
I think that's blasphemous that we're mixing sports here.
Well, too many defensive backs try to catch the ball when you should just swat it down. That's why all those big plays. You swat it down, gives a chance for the Stallions to catch it or, opponents to catch it.
Another chance for the speedy return man, Elijah Carruthers, as he looks another player and steps in, bounces off somebody at the midfield logo, can't get away from a pair more, and he is finally wrapped in right at the heart of the S. That's a good piece of defensive contain after it looked like Carruthers was going to get away.
Yeah, Carruthers really just showcasing his physical dominance, just pushing over Stallions or, defensive men, and it's just really impressive from him on his back-to-back returns right there for him.
I once again don't have a number 93 on the roster given to us, so
it's okay.
Can't tell you who made the tackle.
We'll adapt.
This is the Saguaro broadcast. As long as we get the Saguaro
that's what's important.
Players, then that's the big news of the day.
The other malarkey doesn't count.
Malarkey?
Yeah, malarkey.
That's a good one.
Yeah, thanks. Been thinking about that one for a while.
So Saguaro start this drive inside Stallion territory. And Menzel will unload deep, looking downfield, has a man jump ball catch, and Aiden Whitaker. Did he hold onto it?
It looks like he landed kind of awkwardly on his leg. It looks like he had it in his hand, but his legs kind of collapsed on himself, and it was kind of hard to come down with it. But it looks like the reps are going to give him the catch right there.
Brings up Saguaro first down.
A gain of 31 on the catch for Whitaker.
Yeah,
Whitaker sends him into the red zone again.
Yeah, Whitaker had his man beat. Menzel kind of underthrew that ball real quick. Whitaker had to come back and try to grab it for himself, but still great play by Menzel. Understand the coverage, understand that he's that Whitaker is going to beat his man and able to find him. So great play by Menzel.
We've seen a couple of those today, those underthrows from Menzel, but it's been just good enough so far. 3 wide as they will hand it off to Tyvell Calloway. Tries to bounce outside, has to go back inside, and he is wrapped down for a gain of 2 on the first down carry.
The offense really for the SaberCats has really been pass heavy. I would like to see the run game kind of get more of an identity here, just to build towards future matchup against more superior defensive teams heading into later in the season. Would like to see more of a defensive focus.
It was wrapped down by Devin Clark. Receivers are Whitaker and Williams on the right side of your frame. Up on the top in isolation is Wiseman, the tight end, with 3 catches for touchdowns today, is Overstreet in the slot. Menzel out into the flat for Calloway. Has a bunch of blockers, and Tyvell Calloway will speed his way into the end zone.
I talked about getting the running backs more involved, and that's one way to do it. Found him on the wheel route. Great blocking by the receivers on the right side for the easy touchdown, barely touched.
And the speedy Tyvell Calloway
Penalty on the play.
puts one in. There is a penalty in the secondary area. That could be coming back. As the White Hat's taking his time. Again, we have him mic'd up, but I don't think he is happy with his microphone being on here.
Unsportsmanlike. On the defense, 15 yards on the kick.
So from the look at it, like it, touchdown counts will be affected on the kickoff, maybe unsportsmanlike penalty.
Extra point. Up and good.
Next point attempt is good.
As the kick is up and through, it's 35-0. We are a little under halfway through quarter number 2 from Scottsdale.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
So far, 5 touchdowns for the Sabercats, a 35-0 lead over Shadow Ridge at home for Saguaro Junior Varsity here on Wednesday night. Ryan Sikora, Tanner Tortorella. Unique opportunity for everybody involved in our broadcast here this evening to do a JV game. First one we have brought to your presentations this fall. I'm sure we'll do a couple more as the season rolls along, but Saguaro was very happy to have us. We were very happy to be involved, and we're getting a chance to watch a really good JV football team.
Yeah, it's the future stars that could be on varsity one day, maybe next year, maybe even later in this season. Could be important to look out for these players, and they really showcase that their worth is worthy of varsity level. Both offensively and defensively, it's been a total dominance for them. Just to highlight through a few players, Brody Morrison with the pick 6. Will Menzel with his great passing has found a lot of receivers, including Tyler Overstreet, who has had 3 touchdowns so far. Been really impressive on offensively, but defensively as well. A shutdown for the big goose egg for the Stallions.
And they're all about that 0. That was a quote pregame from Sean Potter, who was very excited to see the offense thrive today. We were asking about that around, and Potter said, I'm all about the 0. We want to see nothing for the other team. Right now they are holding to that, on track for what? They're averaging 21 a quarter. They're on pace for that right now. An 84-0 score is what we're on pace for, something around there.
We are.
I do not think we will get there.
I would love to see triple digits, but I don't think that would appear on the
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy, but I don't think the Stallions are going to sit down and let that happen.
If they score 100 today, I will pay for your Chipotle, Tanner.
Let's go Sabercats.
It's a handoff here as they get the edge, and the Stallions on first down from their own 35 will carry to about the 40. Good gain. Sets up second and medium.
I'm going to ask for extra chicken, extra steak, rice, all those. But yeah, that was actually a really good run by the Stallions right there, creating offensive dominance. The runs to the outside have been really well, actually. It's just been when they try to run in between the tackles, they've really struggled. As the offensive line just hasn't been able to hold the big, strong D-line of the Sabercats.
Defensive line is set up to rush 4. And they will rush that number. It's a handoff, a great read from the middle linebacker.
Yeah, he read that all the way, just immediately took his first step explosive to the ball and was the first one there to stop him right there for a gain of 1.
Tackle on the play made by number 99, Christopher DeLuna.
Clock will tick to about 5 minutes. 3rd and 4 to go. They will run some misdirection, and Wiseman's trying to stop him from getting the edge. I don't think he did, and that should be a first down for Shadow Ridge.
Yeah, we've been talking about it all game about what's been working for the Shadow Ridge offense, and it's really been those outside runs, great blocking by the wide receivers on the outside and the linemen keeping their man, in front of them, back-to-back plays or, first play of the drive, and then right there on that 3rd down, they've been able to get some success from that and get the first down. The first in a while could be, a great way to build some momentum for them.
That was Tony Wise on the carry.
Timeout, Saguaro.
Got it out of bounds, stopped the clock, and Saguaro wanted to call a timeout anyway, so Nick Offenberger trying to rally his defense. Don't give the other team an inch, no matter how much you're up by, I guess is the message.
Yeah, obviously, Saguaro knows that, they're the superior team here, and it's just about the little things, even though that you know that your team is, going to win the football game. It's about the, like you said, the game of inches, never letting them have any sort of success, and getting that first down, it's probably going to piss them off right there, just because you build, you want a goose egg, you want to showcase your dominance, you don't want to have them give any hope, and you want to continue to play clean despite how much you are up.
See if they come out with any little bit more momentum. Baker, the quarterback, is trying to go down deep downfield, and he had his man, but it was way overthrown, and Delano Sanguine Bonilla should have made the interception in and out of his mitts.
Yeah, the Sabercats were sending a lot of pressure right there, but, the Stallions were able to stop that, pick it up, and, Baker was able to fire it downfield, but, wasn't able to find his man right there. Do like the idea, though, trying to get a deep shot, try to build up on that momentum. I like the idea, just execution-wise, just needs to be better.
Take a shot on first down, and now 2nd and 10. You see the sideline. Group calling plays, trying to get this offense going, down 35-zip.
Looks like a late substitution right there.
As they will keep it with Baker. He is going to run all the way around and eventually get to around midfield, stop short of the 50, and he will be placed on the 49.
Yeah, there was a late substitution right there for Elijah Sherbin Fox. He was taken out at quarterback, replaced with Malachi Rivers.
Flag on the play.
Don't know. Maybe there's a miscommunication there. Almost got 13 men on the field penalty right there. But, Baker was able to hike it after the substitution. Get a quick run right there, get a 5 yards for the 3rd down. Looks like there was another false start right there.
Play 2nd down.
Oh, replay 2nd down. There was a false start on the previous play. They're going to replay 2nd down.
Penalty on Shadow Ridge.
So I think we can hear the ref.
2nd down, 15 to gain from the 40.
At least the viewers can. Tanner and I are still working on that. We've got the technology to do it. We just have to remember to press a couple of buttons up here to get it into our ears.
Yeah, my brain's a little fried, so pressing some buttons is a challenge for me.
I agree. Baker, 2nd and long, pumps and keeps himself. He is wrapped to the floor. A heck of a sack off the edge, and that'll be 3rd and a mile.
Yeah, you can't take that sack right there. Obviously, you don't want to take any sack right there. But obviously, when you're actually building momentum and your run game's looking pretty decent, you don't want to have any momentum-killing drives, and that was one of them.
Third and long. Baker right into the hands of a defender and dropped. Jesse Martinez should have taken it the other direction, but they force a punt instead.
Oh, I know that feeling. A big man about to score a touchdown. He was excited. He saw green in front of him. Just forgot to bring the ball into him and get the interception right there. Close play for Martinez, but I guess he'll take the 3rd down stop, forcing the punt.
You ever get the ball in a big situation?
So I used to play guard, and there was a play that we used to run where a guard, it would be like I would drop back, and the quarterback would fake the hand up for the running back, hand it to me, left guard. There's been a couple plays where I have open grasp, but don't have the speed to make it to the end zone. Can say that I've gotten a 1st down before, and that's enough for me.
We'll get more on that play in a second. That just did not sound feasible to me, as Oliver Gibson is the punt returner. He catches this one at the 35, has some speed to get around the edge. Gibson the other way, runs right over a Stallion, and Saguaro will start on the Shadow Ridge 45. Will Menzel going to come back out. This offense has had a lot of fun today. 4 drives, 4 scores.
Yeah, offensively, it's just Will Menzel just finding any open man in anything. He's been really reading the coverage really well. Any man zone, he's been able to find the holes in that and get the offensive weapons the ball. And, it's been Overstreet, it's been, Callaway, it's been Wiseman, it's been all of these offensive weapons that really showcase, that the talent that this JV team has.
Personal foul on Saguaro.
And that's another flag on the Sabercats, so they'll move them back 15 yards with a personal foul. Into their own 40, 3 minutes to go in this first half.
I know Zach Hill was wearing sweatpants earlier, but even then, I think he's going to be stressing even about these penalties, even though it's not his team that he's coaching right now. Obviously, it was a big problem with the varsity team.
And he's just off your screen right now. He's trying to talk to the white hat. He's still in sweatpants, which I think is more acceptable at, 7 o'clock this time of day. It was a pretty nice day compared to most of the Phoenix September days.
Well, a nice day, it's like 95, so.
Yeah, I mean, I take that over 115 as Menzel will hand it off to Strozier. Green grass in front of Ty Strozier, and he gets him back to where they initially had it, dropped down at the Shadow Ridge 45. So we'll talk about it. You were the left guard.
So I might be birching this play a lot.
You were the left guard, and you said you were dropping back, so they would.
I'll be honest, I don't remember the play that well, but I remember I would just get the ball. That's all I know. I don't remember the logistics that well. I don't remember the X's and O's, but what I do know is I got the ball and I got to hit some people.
I think he's making that up, guys.
No. If I was making it up, I would say I got 5 touchdowns. I was the greatest
that's a good point.
Offensive lineman.
Strozier around the edge. He's got nothing but green grass in front of him. He's got jets to go with it. And how about that one? A 45-yard carry for Ty Strozier.
Just speed off the outside. No one had a chance of catching him. Just Strozier, and just by himself on the sideline, high step in to the end zone, adding to his score, 41-0. Just a great play by Strozier to showcase his speed.
So Strozier's got a score. So does Callaway, and then the 3 for Tyler Overstreet. That was a 40-second two-play drive. Both carries for Tyrese Strozier. Kick is up, and it got deflected on the way, I think, so it is no good. 41-0, 2:18 to go, first half.
Penalty on the play.
$41-0, 2:13 to go. First half, Saguaro have scored on every single offensive possession, and Shadow Ridge only have 3 first downs so far here today.
Yeah, it's been a tough one for Shadow Ridge, just morally and, just keeping the spirits up. You always want to, keep your pride on the football field. And, Shadow Ridge, obviously, we talked to the coach earlier, and he seemed like, he's not going to let this team, quit. He's going to make them play to the final whistle.
As they will run a little trick play as they hand it off, and Saguaro all over it, but the tackler can't bring him down the first 2 times, and it actually works out as a flag flies.
Yeah, great play by, returner right there, just showing his resiliency, breaking tackles. Great start for the Stallions on this offensive drive.
Got an unsportsmanlike out there on Jaden Wiseman, who
he's saying that you didn't say anything, but this has been a trend so far. A lot of unsportsmanlike penalties. I believe this is the 3rd or the 4th one so far this game. 2 of them has been affecting the kickoff, and another one right there.
Refs are cracking down at the JV level. Maybe trying to get ahead of it.
I guess.
Be my only real explanation for it, as to why you'd be more strict here than there.
I guess. They're being real strictlers for the rules right now. Even though I feel like this would build up like a, sort of like, not a hatred, but, I don't see it cracking down, but.
A disdain.
Yeah, that's a good word.
It is a good word as they hand it off down the edge, and that is a really good edge pursuit from Brig Randall.
Tackle made by number 21, Brig Randall.
You know, we've been highlighting a lot of people, you know, Morrison on the defensive end, but, you know, who was that you said?
Brig Randall.
Brig Randall right there with a big play right there. It seems like everyone on the defensive is really showcasing their skill set right there.
90 seconds to go here in half number 1. You ever up 40 at halftime or down 40 at halftime at any level that you played?
Football, no, but I did play basketball, and we lost like 90-7 one time. So that was, honestly, that was probably the most fun game I've ever had in my life. Because it was AAU, so it didn't really matter, but it was.
You lost 90-7. Here's the snap. Baker with time unloads across the middle and into the hands of Byrne, and that's incomplete.
Yeah, great idea there. Found the open man, just receiver couldn't come down with it.
Stops the clock at 1:09, and it's 3rd and 17, so Saguaro might get the ball back before we go to halftime. It is a running clock once you get to 42 points, so that extra point miss was actually
crucial.
Pretty crucial for the timing of this game.
I think that extra point only matters to the fans right now. Try to keep the clock running, but, you know.
Who doesn't like being here longer?
I don't. So probably the cleanup crew and all them.
It sounds like Tanner doesn't like being here.
Whoa,
longer.
no. Come on. Now you're throwing accusations out here.
3rd and 17 for Baker. His team looking for a score. He's going to keep it himself, break a couple of tackles, and that'll be a 7-yard gain to get back to the initial line of scrimmage, and it'll set up 4th and 10. The clock will roll. SaberCats are not going to call a timeout.
No, sure, they have this game in the unlock. Looks like they're just going to take it to half. Pretty good with what they've done in the first half.
Shadow Ridge calls timeout. And
interesting strategy there. Maybe they're planning on going for it on 4th and 10 right there.
With how explosive Saguaro's offense has been, I don't think there's a good answer here or there. If they go for it and they don't get it, Saguaro's probably got a chance to score off 1 or 2 plays. If they punt away, Saguaro's got a chance to score off 1 or 2 plays. So, I don't know.
Maybe the Stallions coaching staff also wants them to get the 42nd point. Keep the clock running. Maybe they just want to build some momentum, you know, heading in the half. Get this first down would be huge, obviously, but they haven't had a lot of plays exceeding 10 yards, so it would be very surprising if they get this here.
Yeah, the offense is back out there at the 49, plus territory. Baker on 5 wide. Under 50 to play here in this first half. Baker going to take a shot downfield towards the sideline. It's incomplete, out of bounds. Was looking for Bourne, and SaberCat offense will take over again. They've been really efficient today, and that was kind of an interesting decision from Shadow Ridge.
Yeah, I mean, but it was a good play, though. I mean, the offensive line held up, and the receiver was open in the corner. Just Baker wasn't able to, you know, dial it in for, you know, a dot right there in the sideline. Just overthrew it out of bounds. And like you said, it was an interesting decision. Now SaberCats have the ball. 41 seconds left in the half. Plenty of time for them, who took, 40 seconds in the last drive, scored a touchdown.
It was 2 runs for Ty Strozier. Home run speed as the starting offense will come back out. Strozier is in there, so is Wiseman, Grant Williams, Whitaker, and 3-touchdown man Overstreet. We've got 41 seconds here in the first half.
Looks like this is going to knee it. Noble move by the SaberCats, just trying to end the half right here.
So they took a knee, and Nick Offenberger will bring his team off the field. I think they had something on the game clock here that was a little bit different than our graphical package, and that meant it was under 40 seconds. So we will go to halftime. 41-0, Saguaro over Shadow Ridge. It's the JV game this week here on Wednesday night from Scottsdale. SaberCats up big.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sport. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as the social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as the social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester, I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Welcome back to Saguaro High School, 41-0. Sabercats in front. We're going to start the second half in just a moment. Ryan Sikora, Tanner Tortorella, and Tanner, you got a chance to talk to JV head coach Nick Offenberger all the way back before the game.
Start.
We just got hungry players, man, that are coming out here on Thursday nights with the need and the want to get better. We're also really blessed. A lot of our varsity coaches come down and help coach us as well. So our co-offensive coordinator for the varsity team calls our plays here on the JV, and then our run game coordinator and defensive line coach for the varsity level is actually our defensive coordinator down here. So great coaching coupled with hungry kids, man, and we've been lucky to get a good start.
How has the culture of this program really, starting from varsity, even you guys, you do some stuff with the younger kids, 14 and under. How is that culture, starting young to, the high in varsity really build to this program right now?
Yeah, we've been blessed with our transition, obviously with Coach Hill coming in and emphasizing his discipline, toughness, and conviction. That culture has kind of trickled down, and as you mentioned, we're real involved with the youth stuff too. So, yeah, man, a lot of these kids that are playing tonight have had the blessing to coach since they were 10 years old. So, obviously, when you got some kids that have been in the program for a long time and are hungry and want to get better, man, the product shows out here.
So entering tonight, what do you guys have to do to come out with the win?
We need to take care of the football. We need to play disciplined football, and we just need to play penalty-free. So we can do those three things. I think we're in good shape.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Yep.
Saguaro kicked off to open up this second half. So Shadow Ridge is going to get the ball. It was a great pursuit off the kickoff. And Shadow Ridge will start inside their own number 10. It's a running clock in the second half. We were informed at halftime it is 35 points for the second half. So this clock will run for the entirety of this game as long as Shadow Ridge don't get within 35. And it will start with, that's got to be a fumble. It's dropped down, and they will call it a safety?
Interesting there. It looks like he lost the ball, or maybe... No, now he would change it to a touchdown right there for them.
Yep, so they held on to it for a safety, and that is the quarterback, Baker, down inside the end zone. So as of now, that's the second defensive touchdown of the game, and it makes it 47-0.
Yeah, great pursuit by the defense, just getting Howden in the backfield, forcing the fumble on Baker. And, being attentive and grabbing the ball, scoring a second defensive touchdown, like you said. Just both sides of the ball has been really dominant for the Sabercats.
As they work on Ethan Baker, we will attempt to get any update up here. It's 47-0, and we will go to a very quick break.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Ethan Baker got off on his own, but he will check out here, as they actually didn't call it a safety or a touchdown, and it stays with Shadow Ridge.
I guess they ruled it as an incomplete. I guess Baker got it out as a throw, and they're ruling it as that. Because I was questioning that too. It looked like he got the ball. I didn't know if they were going to rule that incomplete or fumble right there.
And they did say the previous play was ruled as an incomplete. I think the new quarterback into the game is Jacob Estrada. As we've got a Saguaro player being helped off the field. That's Tyler McCray, number 54. And Estrada is the new quarterback for Shadow Ridge. Clock is going to continue to roll on anything except for injuries, as McCray gets some help from Nick Offenberger. Zach Hill there to meet him too.
You hate to see that as a coach. Obviously, you know how hard these players work.
Feeling pressure. It's a wobbly throw towards the sideline, right at McCray, and it was intended for Caden Baldwin. Now it's 4th and very long, and they will punt away from their own end zone.
Yeah, it looked like it was the right idea. Looked like he was scared of the cornerback that was just in between him and the receiver right there. Kind of tried to throw it over him, just overthrew it into the out of bounds. Like you said, now it's going to be a punt. Not ideal start for them.
Clock continues to roll due to the score rules. And he'll punt with his heels on the white at the back of the end zone. Oliver Gibson is the return man. He is sat at the Shadow Ridge 32-yard line. It's actually a pretty good punt, and Gibson has to go back and get it. He's got plenty of green grass in front. There's a flag on the play as Gibson is nailed, but he gets inside the red zone. There's a flag back at the 10-yard line.
Oliver Gibson on the return to the 19-yard line brings up first down Saguaro. Penalty on the play.
We got 2 fouls on the receiving team, both holding, 52 and 10. Holding, 52, penalty declined. Holding, number 10. First anthem.
So a pair of holdings.
Yeah, on Jack Mong, number 52, and the number 10, Delano Sanguine Bonilla.
Bonilla. More penalties here for this JV team after you saw Zach Hill. His team had a lot of penalty problems a couple of weeks ago. Cleaned it up a little bit against Basha last week.
Yeah, 154 against Mountain View, I believe. And not to this level, not to that level tonight, but still, there's been a lot of personal foul penalties, a lot of unsportsmanlike contact, and now 2 holding penalties on that last return. Obviously, want to clean it up for next week as well.
New quarterback is Elijah Sherman-Fox, and Sherman-Fox will keep it, get around the edge, throw a stiff arm, and here goes Sherman-Fox. Breaking off every tackle, willing his way into the end zone. Was he just shy? And they will say it is going to be 1st and goal from the half a foot.
Yeah, watching Sherman-Fox on the sideline, you could see that he was very antsy. He wanted to get in the game. He wanted to showcase what he can do, and he showcased it on that first play, just breaking every tackle, showcasing his speed. Just a great power from the quarterback right there. And obviously just a yard short or 2 from the end zone. Could have been a great first play.
Your first touch of this game, and Sherman-Fox is knocking at the door with 7 minutes and change to go in quarter number 3. First and goal from the 1. Quick throw, and it was batted away, intended for Jaden Wiseman.
Yeah, they really weren't throwing at Sherman-Fox when he was on the defensive back in the first half. So you could see that he was very antsy, to showcase his speed and get out there and very energized. Showcased on that first play and showcased on the second play. They were a little too strong behind his receiver for the incompletion. Looks like Jaden Wiseman's alone, one-on-one in the right side of the field. Could be looked as a big target right there.
They will fake a handoff. Sherman-Fox will keep it, run into a bunch of players. He is body slammed to the floor. That looked like a misread as Ty Strozier was the running back, and he and Sherman-Fox could not get on the same page.
Yeah, it looked like the Stallions really read that really quickly. Looked like it was supposed to be a read option, trying to either hand it off or, QB run right there. And Stallions had both of them stuffed. And the refs blew the penalty, the play dead. Could have been a fumble the other way, though, if the refs didn't blow it a second earlier.
They'll try again, and this time they will give it to the running back. Strozier around the edge. He trucks over one and he is marked down short. So after a first and about a half a yard scenario, Saguaro will have a 4th and 2 at the goal line.
This is the first 4th down the Stallions have really forced. A great goal line stand as Sherman-Fox have struggled after that initial big run to get a hold on this offense, and the run was able to get him back on the 2-yard line, but still no cigar in the end zone.
There's a timeout. So the offense will come together. The defense will take a look at it. Shadow Ridge called the timeout, and we will stay here for a little while with 5 minutes and some change to go here. Will Menzel has taken off the pads, so it'll be Sherman-Fox for the rest of the way.
And, Sherman-Fox, showcasing on that first place what type of player he is. He has the speed, showcases power and his strength in this upper body, shedding some tackles. But, accuracy-wise, he struggled on that second play. And then reading the defense as well, looks like the Stallions D-line was able to break through the offensive line, get to the play before it even started. Sherman-Fox, obviously a young talent. This will be a great place for him to learn how to grow, obviously, with this system and this culture. I see a lot of potential in him, and he's showcased it so far in his limited play action so far.
Seen a lot of read option from these sets. Sherman-Fox and Strozier are the guys. The clock begins to run again, at least on the live setup. Sherman-Fox, quarterback keeper, and around and walks his way in. for the touchdown.
Yeah, wide open hole for him. Great blocking on the right side. Led for an easy hole and great first touchdown of the game for Sherman Fox. Almost too easy for him. When he got that type of speed, it's easy to get by your man, and that time getting in the end zone. Making the score 47 to Big Goose Egg once again.
Kick is up this time. It's good. So 48-0. 4 minutes into this. 4 minutes to go, rather, in quarter number 3.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Three minutes, and the clock is moving even through the break.
It looks like the refs even want this one to end a little earlier than it was maybe supposed to.
Usually we're looking at these games, and we mentioned Chipotle earlier on in the broadcast, praying that we can get there before 10 o'clock because that's when Chipotles around the nation shut down. I think we're going to beat the clock tonight as that kick goes out of bounds, and Shadow Ridge will start on the 35-yard line.
Especially with JV's great game starting at 6. Really helps us broadcasters and crew find some food after the game.
Got to stay.
It's a cold world out there. We have to stay energized.
I mean, you got to keep your nutrients in. Our really talented broadcaster, or our broadcasters love their food. And our director over to our right here, Sammy Rivera, I think he picked up some ice cream at halftime.
And in a Coke bottle. And I asked him, is he making a root beer float? And he said, absolutely. So really interesting to see how that combination goes. Vanilla ice cream and just Coca-Cola.
How's he making a root beer? Is he dumping the Coke into the ice cream, the little ice cream like tub? Is that what's going on?
Maybe he takes a sip of the Coke and then takes a spoonful of ice cream. Maybe that's another way of doing it.
Seems like a lot of work for not a great result, as there's a tackle in the backfield made by Tyler Overstreet. We'll get to the bottom of that after the end of this third quarter. Clock continues to roll, 1:50 to go.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, root beer floats, greatest combo, I think, next to, maybe Menzel and Overstreet in this game. Obviously, they both had 3 touchdowns together. Great combination, sort of like root beer floats, if you want to make that combination and that connection right there.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
JV football.
2nd and 13. As they hand it off to the tailback, and Morrison drives him into the floor. It's Christopher DeLuna as well.
Yeah, just overall, I mean, everyone really has showcased their great ability so far, both offensively, defensively. Obviously, Brody Morrison with the pick 6 earlier. Offensively, obviously, there's a lot of weapons with Strozer, Overstreet. Sherman Fox just showcased himself in the last touchdown. So, obviously, a lot of talent. Will Menzel in the first half was sensational and proves why he should be the backup on varsity and could showcase SaberCat fans what's to come next year.
3rd and 13. There's a couple of tackles are broken and brought down to the ground, and the SaberCat defense forces another 4th down, and clock will continue to tick. Maybe that takes us to quarter number 4. It looks like both teams are eager to get their way off, and
Matthew Bourne on the carry.
After Matthew Bourne's carry, both teams will make their way to the sideline. We'll get to the bottom of that root beer float. It is 48-0 at the end of 3. 12 more minutes. We're at a running clock on a Wednesday night, an early week for SaberCat football, all on the Varsity Sports Show.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
12 more minutes to go. Clock is rolling instantly here in quarter number 4. And Tanner, I apologize.
Well, you know, we were proven in the break that I was actually right. It was a sip of the Coke and then a dip of the ice cream, a spoonful, and then eat that combination. You know, I'll accept your apology, but, you know, not saying I'm always right, but the data does showcase that.
As Shadow Ridge went for it on 4th and long, and it's an incomplete pass in and out of the hands of Alviso. So Sherman Fox in the offense will come back out. If you were dealing with that setup, right, you had the ice cream, you were taking a scoop of it, taking a sip of the Coca-Cola, would you go Coca-Cola first, then ice cream, or would you go ice cream, then the drink?
This is a very hard discussion.
I think you got to go ice cream drink, because the drink, if you open your mouth, could get loose and, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. Honestly, it depends how big the cup is, honestly, because if the cup is big, I'm pouring the Coke with the ice cream, and then that's good. But Sammy had a little baby cup, little baby, like 1-inch cup, so obviously not a lot of room to work there. So I think Sammy made it right. Sip of the Coke, and then get the ice cream in the mouth, because I think the ice cream could slip out, slippery.
I think it could be a lose-lose scenario unless you're really careful.
It's very slippery and slopey, just like Strozer has been in this game. Really,
that's another bad one.
Able to break tackles.
Sherman Fox will keep it, try and get slippery himself. He breaks out into the second level, dances around a pair, breaking tackles, and inside the 20 goes the quarterback, Elijah Sherman Fox.
Slippery. Sherman Fox is the definition of that vanilla ice cream that we were talking about right there. Able to break tackles, but definitely more of a rugged, strong, very strong upper body.
Like a Rocky Road.
Rocky Road, that's a great comparison, actually.
I think we can all come to the easy conclusion here that everybody is hungry.
Yeah, you know, I had Canes earlier, but I had to.
You had Canes already? Like pre-gamed it?
No, I had it because I had to go to class, so I ate it like around 11, but then I had class back to back to back, so I got a Caniac, but I only ate like 3 tenders. So I have that when I have come home.
Could be the move.
Could be the move.
I think I might go after. It's in my head now.
You're welcome for putting that in. You know, Connor Manning, shout out. He likes to get the chicken sandwich. I don't understand that.
Another kid from the multi-talented and multifaceted Varsity Sports Show interns, Connor Manning. He gets the chicken sandwich?
At Canes, it's kind of insane. I mean, every fast food place has a chicken sandwich now, and to get a chicken sandwich at a chicken tenders place, while might not seem like a big reach, is ginormous.
I got a friend who is like a manager at Canes, like higher up, not higher up like nationally, but like
big time.
She's been through the works. She started at the bottom, now she's there, type deal. She absolutely despises when people order the chicken sandwich.
It's just ridiculous.
It just takes too long. You know? Because they don't have it ready. They don't have it prepped for you. It's not like they shove 2 chicken tenders on a bun. They make an actual larger sandwich. This is a end-around opportunity for Cohen Maley, and he breaks a couple. That was on 2nd and 13. He gets back beyond the initial line of scrimmage and back inside the 20.
Yeah, great play by him. It's been a common theme in this sort of offense, really just breaking tackles, just being a physical dominance team, obviously hitting the weight room has been no secret for them, as they are very strong compared to the Stallions right now, physically.
First carry, first touch for Cohen Malley. Strozier and Elijah Sherman-Fox step back out there. 8 minutes to go. And they'll run another end around. This is an opportunity for Brig Randall to get free, and Randall tripped up on 3rd and 8. Couldn't go very far, and they get a yard or two to set up. We'll call it 4th and 6.
Yeah, almost a block in the back, but didn't see how that was. I think that might have been Malachi Rivers or maybe Cristiano Franco, who almost did a push in the back. Could have been a huge flag, but was able to stop himself and make it 4th and manageable.
Six yards to the sticks, and clock continues to roll at 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Sherman-Fox has time, but tucks and runs immediately, trying to get past everybody. Breaks a bunch of tackles. There's a flag on the play as Sherman-Fox carries into the end zone.
I mean, you got to assume this is holding, but great play by Sherman-Fox just to show his elusiveness, getting past all the defenders and just breaking tackles, stopping it on a dime. It's been great. He's been great speed, left to right, west, east to west, just showcasing his speed from any direction. But again, that was holding.
It was a hold, and they will go backwards once again.
Yeah, penalties have been very apparent in the second half. Seems like every other play has been a penalty so far on both sides.
Penalty brings up 4th and 16 for Saguaro.
That negates a touchdown and moves it back to 4th and 16. Sherman-Fox, and he'll keep this one as well. He's got a bunch of grass in front of him. He's got a block. He's almost dragged down. He's carried it inside the 9-yard line on 4th and 16 for a first down.
Yeah, it looks like he just got the first down there. Crazy to get the first down on a 4th and 16 on the ground there, but Sherman-Fox showcasing his speed and great blocking on the outside on the left side just to get that space open. Big hole, able to get the first down.
That was the wide receiver, Sanguine Bonilla, who held on to the block as long as he could. And Saguaro get a 1st and goal opportunity. There's a handoff, and here goes Strozier, who's tackled out of bounds inside the 5.
Strozier now forced out at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter if it's first string or second string. The Saguaro offense has really been a well-oiled machine. Just always one person goes out, another person comes in, and it's just continuously great. A lot of running, a lot of quick motion, and with Sherman-Fox in the helm, you can really use a lot of read options to read the defense well and get those opening holes on the outside.
Admittedly, I thought we might see more of Tyvell Calloway today.
He scored that one touchdown near the end of the first half, and then it's never seen again, really.
Strozier's been the guy getting the reps. Sherman-Fox will keep it, looking for his second touchdown. He evades the first one and has to slip and slide back to the initial line of scrimmage. It'll set up 3rd down and goal.
Bringing it back to the ice cream comparisons here.
Tackle made by number 16.
You bet.
If we're anything, we are consistent. And maybe unoriginal, but mostly consistent, we will say.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
It's got to be Oreo. I think it's just a classic. Cookies and cream, it's just an obvious one. It's a house-head made. I think anyone really loves it. If you like chocolate, if you like vanilla, yeah, most likely you're going to like Oreo, cookies and cream. It's just a well-rounded American favorite. What about you?
Mint chip.
You're a sicko? Okay.
But mint chip, but without like the chocolate chips. Instead, it's like mint Oreo.
Okay.
So it's like mint ice cream, but like you got Oreos in there instead of the chocolate chips. They hand it off. This is Calloway. No, it's Strozier reaching for the pylon. He fumbled the ball, but it went out of bounds. He was short of the goal, and 4th and 1 yard to the end zone.
I think mint ice cream is just, it kind of tastes like toothpaste to me, man. I just feel like every time I eat mint ice cream, it's
fresh.
Yeah, but it's just
nice.
But it feels like, it's just like sort of just like toothpaste. I just can't get into it.
It's because most toothpaste is mint.
Anyways, 1 yard line right here. This is more important right here.
Tanner takes it away. 48-0 Sabercats. Clock's at 3 minutes to go. Here in the fourth quarter, we have moved quickly in this second half. It's been a running clock the entire way, and 1 yard away from the end zone. Saguaro trying to get over the 50 mark. Sherman Fox, the quarterback. He will keep it himself and dance around patiently into the end zone, and that's another easy score for Saguaro. Makes it 54-0.
Yeah, great patience by Sherman Fox, like you said, and sort of like Le'Veon Bell, where you kind of just wait behind the offensive line, wait for the hole to open up, and just attack it immediately, and that's exactly what he did, and he got the touchdown right there.
Takes the helmet off and pretty much caps away a dominant performance from Saguaro. Only real blemish today is the extra point that was missed earlier on.
I know if you ask Nick Offenberger, he's probably want that one back.
I think Nick Offenberger will have a lot of things he's going to want to solve.
Yeah, obviously penalties, the unsportsmanlike penalties, you don't want to see that if you're a coach. The personal foul penalties, you obviously don't want to see that. But, offensively, there's not a lot to critique. I think it's offensively they showcased their offensive weapons pretty well, just speed-wise, and wasn't a lot of mistakes. It was mostly on the defensive end.
There was a lineman late to get on. Kick is up and good. 55-0. 1:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Saguaro is going to win this one and win big on the JV side. It's a Wednesday night here on the Varsity Sports Show.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Clock close to ticking away. 55-0 Saguaro. A very, very successful Wednesday night for their JV squad on this early week. The varsity team's going to play against Shadow Ridge in the West Valley tomorrow. That is expected to be a very similar scoreline to this one as the clock is going to trickle away. But Alviso is in the open field, and he is wrapped down by the kicker to keep the 0 in place, as the clock will tick and stroll and roll. And I think they will stop it in time for one play. It is on zeros right now, but they will give one chance for Shadow Ridge to maybe put some points on the board. Or will they? Yep, they definitely will. So the defense for Saguaro will come out there. Again, the Sabercats will play tomorrow against Shadow Ridge on the varsity side. That'll be at Shadow Ridge High School. That will not be available for us here. Had some problems with the Dysart School District. No Friday night game for Saguaro. There will be plenty of Thursday and Friday opportunities on the Varsity Sports Show's YouTube channels all week long. Get a chance to watch a bunch of the other competition for the Sabercats this year. Horizon looks pretty good so far. So does Desert Mountain. Lots of really competitive teams in the Valley this season. One play for Shadow Ridge. I like that. One untimed down. Getting up there quickly. Good job on the graphics team. They will take a shot downfield. It is dropped. Would have been a nice shot to be thrown from Estrada, the quarterback, and that'll do it for us here. 55-0. Saguaro's JV team on a Wednesday night. Come in early, get the job done, and in a game that lasted less than 2 hours, the Sabercats, big winners, 55-0 over Shadow Ridge. We'll have games for you all week long, the rest of the week on the Varsity Sports Show pages. For my partner, Tanner Tortorella, for this talented production team, as always, headlined here at Saguaro by Sammy Rivera I've been Ryan Sikora signing off on Wednesday night. Saguaro 55, Shadow Ridge nothing.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008.